My mother-in-law almost definitely took my mail-in ballot because she knows who I'm voting for. Exactly what the title says. My wife and I lean left, while her parents are MAGA supporters. They don't attend rallies or display a lot of signs, but they are big Trump supporters. From 2015 to 2018, there were a lot of debates and arguments that caused issues between my in-laws and our household. At some point, we all agreed that discussing politics was off the table. We managed to navigate the pandemic, the 2020 election, and the ensuing years without any problems. Leading up to this election, there's been mostly radio silence. However, about 3 weeks ago, during some wine and conversation, my mother-in-law respectfully asked, "Are you really going to vote for her?" When we both told her yes, she was visibly disappointed, but we all moved on quickly. My kids were home from school today, but I was working, and my wife had appointments, so my mother-in-law watched the kids for a while. I received my mail-in ballot on Friday evening and left it in our mail holder over the weekend as a reminder to take care of it. Now it's missing. I saw it yesterday morning, and I've been tearing the house apart since 3:30 p.m, but it's gone. We live in a swing state, so our votes really matter. We're very organized and don't typically misplace things. My wife only votes in person, and when I asked her if she had seen my ballot, she said no. I haven't mentioned my suspicions to my wife yet, but I'm very concerned that my mother-in-law either destroyed my ballot or worse, decided to vote for the other candidate. While I know this would be illegal, I have no interest in involving the authorities. My mother-in-law is extremely sensitive and would take even asking about it as an accusation. We've worked hard to maintain a good relationship, and I don't want to ruin it. However, I obviously need to figure out what happened. What should I do? Advice. 1. Start in a non-accusatory way. Say something like, "Hey, has anyone seen my voting ballot that I left in the mail holder? Could you please check your ballot to see if you accidentally grabbed mine?" Be prepared to escalate if necessary. Try something like, "Okay, ballots don't just disappear. I know I left it there and have searched everywhere. I need my ballot returned to the mail holder, no questions asked." OP's response. "This will have to be my course of action. Thank you for the actual advice." 2. Additional advice. You can trace if your ballot has been turned in and counted. That way, you'll know if your mother-in-law actually forged it. You could contest it since the signature won't match, right? Not a US citizen, so I only know secondhand how voting works in the US. My wife doesn't want kids anymore. My wife, 33 female, and I, 35 male, have been married for 4 years, and we've always talked about having kids. Recently, she told me she's changed her mind and no longer wants children. This completely blindsided me because having a family was always part of our plan. I'm heartbroken because I've always wanted to be a dad, and now I feel like I have to choose between the woman I love and the future I dreamed of. I'm struggling to process this. Can a marriage survive such a big shift in values? Should I stay and accept that I won't have kids, or do I leave and find someone who shares my dream? I need advice on how to handle this. Advice. 1. I would never advise someone to give up on having children if they want them, or to have children they don't want. If you really want them, and she really doesn't, you're no longer compatible, and you should split up and find compatible partners. I'm sorry this has happened. 2. It doesn't sound like you two are compatible anymore. Neither of you should compromise on children. I'm pregnant, but I don't want to be. Hi, a few months ago, me, 22 female, and my partner, 29 male, decided to try for our second child. I was excited and tracked everything. Well, I got pregnant, and I'm currently 7 weeks, and I don't know if it's hormones or what, but I'm realizing I really don't want this. I don't. My son was born last year, and I was incredibly sick for a few months after, and the birth was life-threatening for us both, leaving me with a lot of trauma. I was naive to think this is what I wanted or needed. I stay up at night and cry quietly because I want to be a good mother and carry this baby, but it's causing me to constantly think about my son's birth, which gives me severe anxiety. I keep hoping for a miscarriage or something so I don't have to go through this again. Please tell me what to do. I'm so scared to have an abortion, but I'm also terrified of another traumatic birth and the possibility of dying. I feel so stupid. Advice. 1. First off, you're not stupid. This is a massive decision, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Talk to someone you trust or a professional to help you figure it out. Your feelings are valid and you deserve support. OP's reply. Thank you, honestly. I feel so dumb for doing this to myself and then crying about it. 2. It's important to prioritize your mental and physical health. Please seek professional counseling to explore your options and get support.